The short answer is yes, but let's take a look at the inside. The first step, of course, is to insert the key. We then turn off the key handle and move it over to the drive gear. The key won't fall out because there's a small magnet holding it in place above the core. Now we'll rotate the handle one full revolution, and at this point it has interfaced with the pins, but is completely behind the lock body, making it inaccessible to any tools. Assuming we have inserted the correct key, all the pins have been set at the shear line between the red outer core and the lock housing. This means we can rotate our handle one more half turn, allowing the red outer core to unlock the shackle. To relock the lock, we'll just turn our handle all the way back, move the handle into the keyway, remember to turn it back on, and extract our key. So I'm pretty confident that you're not going to get any picks into this lock. As you can see, once it's turned into position, it's basically just a wall. You just cannot get anything past that wall. But picks aren't the only way to get into a lock non-destructively. And one of the ways that worries me the most is a form of inertia attack. The idea being that you could whack one side of the lock with a hammer or mallet while you're turning the drive gear with a screwdriver, and with just enough luck, you can get all the pins to hop up above the shear line. So let me introduce you to the lockout pin. This little guy sits opposite the key pins, and under normal conditions, he just floats there, held in place by a tension spring that runs down the center. First, an attack would involve turning the core into the pins and applying some tension. There lies a cavity inside the outer core where a tiny magnet pulls on this pin, but the spring is just enough to keep it stationary. That is, unless the lock is vibrated, bumped, or moved too quickly, and the pin's own mass shifts it into the pull of the magnet where it snaps into the cavity on the core. The core is now locked from turning, and the only way to reset the pin is to turn the drive gear all the way back to the beginning. Now you might be questioning whether any of this will work in reality, and so am I. So while you've been catching up on how it all works,